Hey guys, back with another video. Today we're going to be putting our sun visors on our roof console and changing our diff oils and engine oils. In today's video we've got my father here.
David, just come to give the young fella a hand, a little bit of knowledge I've got, try and pass it on to him. Let's see how we go today.
Alright guys, so this is going to be our engine oil that we're going to be putting in. 10 litres there that we've got. This is our oil filter. We're going to be changing over at the same time. But we're going to just start the engine up, get the oil to temperature, and then we can just flush it all out. We'll go from there. Alright guys, this is an old school car, not like the 79 series. It's got the 1.8Z engine in it, so we've got to preheat the glow plugs in it just to warm it up. Just start it up. Alright, so it's been a few minutes. We'll just let it get hot there, and now we'll jump under and we'll drain it all out. Guys, so we just got our rag here because we don't want to get all the mess, on the concrete and all that. So we've got our tray there as well. We just got an open ender, adjustable there. Open ender.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
That's right. Oh. Just a bit smaller. This way. I know we might get this might not be good enough. Might strip it. Oh. Alright, let's see if we can get no spill here.
When that comes out, son, we'll check the end of it. There should be a magnet on it. See if there's any fibres on it. Fingers crossed there's not.
Yeah. Have a look at that.
How's that look, son? No metal fibres?
That looks pretty good to me.
We're laughing there. We're laughing.
Yep. Show that.
Look at that. Perfect. Perfect engine.
Yep, good old trusty 1.8Z. We're probably going to need another tray because this is filling up pretty fast. We're just going to have a little quick feed here while that drains out. A couple of minutes.
Good boy.
So we've got a little bit of a mess here, but that's alright. Just a little bit of oil over the spill on the concrete. We'll wash it all up though. But yeah, that's it all out, and move up to the engine bay, and we'll top it up and change the oil filter over. Alright, so we're in the engine bay now. We're just going to take this oil filter off here. Hopefully this one fits here.
Here we go, son. Let's see if this, oh, look at this. It's a bit strange. It's all the way open. The old girl's not going to fit on the filter. Rightio, let's go back to see how we go. They should only be hand tight anyway. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. Yeah, only hand tight like they should be. Righto, we'll stop there and we'll get the drain underneath.
Yep.
And we'll drain it out. It's only hand tight.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got our tray on the bottom and our towels and our sheets on the bottom so it doesn't get on there, but we're also going to put a sheet over our batteries, so just so when we pull this filter out, none of it actually goes on any of our things and looks like leaking. Alright, so it's ready to come off here, but first we're just going to take off this earth clamp, so it's a bit easier to come out. So we've already got our 12mm socket, I think it is, or
half mil, son, half mil.
So we just take this off. It's just the earth clamp that come from the batteries. So it should come off pretty easy there. And it'll just make a bit more access. Hopefully not as messy when we take this off. And also, just with the your oil filters, never use one that hasn't been properly packaged right, because you never know. You don't want to put a dodgy one in there. So we just sit that there out of the way. Put the bolt in the socket over here. So we just twist this off here. Hopefully don't get anything. Try to get it as less mess as possible, I guess. And we're just gonna put the old filter in the new box that we got.
Hole upwards too, son. Hole upwards.
Yep. Because we want to try and get as least mess as possible.
That's it, son.
Just this back in the box here. Alright. Just let all the excess there from the oil drain off into the tray down the bottom that we've got there. So just give that a couple of minutes. And it should be right. Look, it looks pretty good. I think we've drained most of it, but we'll just give it a couple of minutes. And make sure just when you're doing this, just use I guess try to get the best rag you can. I know I'm not using the best one. But yeah, just try to get the best rag you can to clean all this out. Especially when you're going to be putting new oil in there and a new filter. Yeah, it's pretty hard to get in there, but just try your best to get in there and get it all out. So when you got your oil filter here, guys, make sure they've got that seal on it. Make sure they're sweet, you don't want to be using a shittier one. Yeah, so, and especially when you've got them there, you just want to put a bit of oil on your finger, and you just want to really, I guess, lubricate the seal. So when you are putting it back onto the engine there, that it does seal nice, and it's got I guess a bit of oil between it, so it runs nice and smoothly. But yeah, you just want to be generous with it, and we just go ahead and chuck that on now. We're just going to screw it back on here. You just want to get it basically a nice, with your hand strength. It doesn't got to be too tight, but yeah, you just want it to be, you don't want to put it too tight, but you don't want it to be too loose that the oil is just going to run out as well. So just nice hand strength. Yep. Just like that. Sweet. So yeah, we've got that in there now. Nice new one. Nice and clean. No mess as well. It's all nice and cleaned up. A bit hard to see. But yeah. Now we'll just put in, I think it is about 9.3 or 10.3. Pretty sure it's 9.3 of litres for the engine oil. So we'll just go ahead and put that in. Just another thing, guys, is, you don't have to really do it, but I think it's quite important to do, just for memory and that. So we're just going to write the date on there. So today is the 21st of June 2020. It's not the best, but now we know, this permanent marker, so it's not going to rub off. And even though we do this every 5,000 kilometers, we just know the date that we've done it. So with our engine oil here, we've just got this little sticker that we can actually put put, I guess, inside of our door or whatever. So the product that we use is just this one right here. So just write that down. Yep. And our date, which is the 21st of June. And our kilometers, 64410. So we can actually just peel that off, and we'll actually just stick that in the inside of our door. So it just comes off nice and easy there. Put this on the side of our door here. Just for further reference, you know, what oil we used, what kilometers we were on to, and what date we done it. So it's not going to fade or anything there, because you know, keep it nice and clean. But yeah, we'll just chuck the engine oil in, and we'll start up and let it run through for a bit. Alright, so we're just putting the funnel on there. We also just put a sheet to go around the engine, because we don't want no spills. You know, try to keep it as clean as possible. Don't want it to be messy or anything. So we're just going to tip this in. So the engine actually takes 9.3 liters, and the oil filter also needs an extra 1.3. So we're just going to pour that in here. Try to not get any spillage. Just pour it in. Sweet. We just wanted to say one thing. You know, especially getting into engine bays, it's not very practical to just be standing there. So, you know, just a milk crate is pretty handy. It gets you on that perfect height. But in a future video, we're actually going to be making a wheel stand. That will actually just come over. I know you can buy them, so you probably know them, but we're going to make one that comes over the wheel. That will actually just make it that much easier to just stand over and get into the engine bay. But so yeah, you can look forward to that as a future video. Alright, so with that done, we're just going to put this just the earth clamp for the battery here back on. Just put it back on here, make sure it's through those. Let's do that back up. And I guess we'll just get into the changing the oil for the diffs. So that's nice and tight there now. Yep. Out of the way, everything is not gonna be rubbing or anything. So now we'll just take a look at the diffs now, and we'll change those as well.
Oh, the old man's just getting out, son.
Alright guys, so we sort of ran into a little problem here. So we know this one comes off because we cracked it and we took it off. But we sort of got a problem with the bottom one here. It has been hit. Been hit there, just underneath here. We can't actually get a 23 or a 24 socket to go over it because it's pretty damaged there. We've sort of been at it for a little while, so we're actually just gonna get a smaller nut to go over it, and we're just gonna weld the inside of it and just try crack it that way, because that's pretty rooted there. You know, it's pretty messed up. So we'll try that, and hopefully we can get it off. So having a bit of trouble with it. It's really our enemy at the moment there. So what we're going to try and do, we're going to put it up on some ramps, try and get some extra height, so we can just get a better look at it, and hopefully we can crack it then. So as you can see here, we just put on the ramps to get a bit of extra room. So what we actually done, we went away from the welder, and we just got our 23 socket size here, and we just smashed it on with the big hammer here, and it got enough grip so we could just unloosen it, but we didn't want to do it too much. I was going to start pissing out. So that's a relief now, because we thought we were going to have a bit more trouble with it, but it's definitely going to be in our best interest to get a new sump plug. I think they're only a couple of bucks, but we'll see. And we'll drain the oil and put the new stuff in. Hey guys, that's pretty bad. I guess that's a result of probably never been changed before. I guess probably 30 years worth of metal shavings under there and the magnet. So I guess it's good that we're changing it. So we'll whack the new stuff in there and we'll do it back up. So it's all been drained now. The bottom sump plug is done back up. Got a nice new one on there. But now, because we've got a sub tank in the way, so it's quite hard to get there with the new bottle to get in there. So it's quite hard. So what we've done, we've just cut a about 2 meters length of a hose. We've just gone over the top of the sub tank here, running to our bottle here, and we're just going to fill it up that way. Takes 2.5 liters for the rear diff here, so we'll fill that up. It should be good. So after a couple minutes, all drained out now. So we just jump back under and we'll put the top bolt up. It should be good. Alright, so that's all good now. The back diff are all sorted. New oil's in them. So we're just going to take it off the ramps now. Put it back down to I guess level ground, and just to be safe, we'll actually just loosen the bolt on the back diff here, and we'll put our finger in just to see that it's up to the right level. And yeah, I guess we'll just take a look at the roof console now for the sun visors. Alright guys, so this is the roof console that we're going to be putting the sun visors into. So basically, I just made this out of 3mm thick metals and a big sheet. Just cut it down to fit the length, and just on the edges I had a bit of a not of a right angle, just a bit more in. So it just sort of slips in just before the handles on the side, and they don't actually hit the back, so it fits quite good. And we've just got this rubber trim I bought from Bunnings. It's like 20 bucks for 10 meters or something like that. Just give it a nice finish, and especially when you put your hand over, you're not going to get your hand cut up or anything like that. And I've just got a non-slip mat on the inside as well, just for, if you put your card, like your credit cards or your phone or paperwork, it's not going to move around. So we'll take out the non-slip inside. We'll put where we're going to be the measurements for our holes that we're going to be putting in, and it should be good. Alright guys, so have a look at this. We've got them in there now. They fit pretty good. They're pretty square and in line with each other. You know, we've done the best we could do with them. But yeah, they just come down nice and easy. They still come off the hook here, so if you know that's in place there. So we just use these heads with the flathead screwdriver, so they sort of countersink into it, so they don't show out as much. And there's I'm not sure if you can see, but there's just a nut just on the other side, and only sticks out just a tiny bit. But there's like I said, that non-slip mat over it. So yeah, these are pretty good. They, you know, they're not really in the way. You know, sitting in the driver's seat or passenger, still looking out. They still work sweet. Yeah, so they just use those sort of heads so they fit the best. Yeah, I think it's a good job done. Alright guys, so it's been a pretty good day. We've changed our engine oil, diff oils, we've got the sun visors in. So I'd say that's been a pretty good day for me and my father here. So we'll just wrap it up. Make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next video.